So welcome. This will be a very short review of the Pipo Max M9, one of the very few new quad-core rod chip tablets that are out on the market as we speak. I've bought this piece like 3 weeks ago, got it in a week after purchase, and I've been using it ever since. My previous tablets were the Lenovo Hero 2, which I have right here, and the Ramos W17 Pro. So let's talk about the Pipo M9. Something I really like about it is the slim appearance. The sides are really small, especially for a 10.1 inch tablet. And in comparison with, for example, the Hero 2 is much slimmer. So let's see. The front one is the Pipo Max, and the one behind is the Hero. So this gives the tablet a very compact feeling, and the building quality is really nice. I've not been noticing any squeaking or loose parts, so big pro. As you might be able to see, the touchscreen is a little bit visible. You can notice those black blocks, but whenever you turn the screen on, you won't notice anything. So that's okay. Let's see. Take a look at the back. The back is made of an brushed aluminium. There's plastic on both sides, and there's 2 speakers. One thing I really dislike about this tablet is the appearance of the camera. I would prefer a round one, but well, not that I'm looking much at the back side of the tablet. So another thing is the flashlight. It does work, but I don't use it very often. There's another reset hole next to the camera, which is a pretty strange location, but well, I'm quite happy it has one, and you have to use it for upgrading your firmware as well. So all the buttons and input holes are on the top side of the tablet, as you can see. There's an SD card slot, there's a microphone input, there's 2 OTG cable inputs, and one is used for the connection with the tablet, or with the computer I mean. The other one you can use to connect with plug and play things like a keyboard or something. Next to that is a micro HDMI input, the power line, and there's only 2 buttons, one for power and one home button or escape button. So there's no volume buttons on this tablet, which may annoy some people, but you can adjust the volume, but it's inside the user interface. So let's boot it up, or at least turn it on. As you can see, everything responded very quickly. I've just had to push it in and unlock the screen. So now I've just upgraded the firmware, and it's running now on an early March version. I've not been noticing any big changes, although there are a few slight changes to the whole experience. I'll discuss them later on. So even with the newest firmware, there's no root on, so you have to do it yourself, which is not really hard, but can be well, frightening for some users, I guess. Although you don't really need the root to uninstall the few Chinese bloatware apps that come pre-installed. It's just easily done in the same way as you would install another app. So as you can see, the whole experience is very fluid. I've not been experiencing hiccups or anything else in comparison with the Hero 2, which might have some problems. For my study, I'm using some very big PDF files, for example this one. I don't know if you can read it. Probably not. Let's adjust the brightness, which can be done very easily. And one of the things I've said earlier is that with the new firmware upgrade, the adjustment of the brightness is reduced. So before the upgrade, you could really get it a lot less bright than this. And now, so if we take a look at the battery life, it's pretty hard to say what the total runtime would be, but for example, as you can see, the Wi-Fi was on for the past 2.5 hours, and I've not been using the whole thing, the tablet, at the full time, but like maybe 40% of the total time, and the whole battery is just reduced by 19%. There's 81% left. So I think, and it's just really an estimate, is that the tablet itself can be used with Wi-Fi on and full brightness with the game for like maybe 5 hours. But if you turn the Wi-Fi off or just don't play a game, I don't know, it can be a lot longer. But I don't have any real experience with it so far. At least I didn't measure it in time. So now I'll show you the experience of some YouTube videos and the overall internet. So I just play this. I don't know if anyone is familiar with Nand, but I just do like the movies he makes. So it's in HD right now, and I'll sometimes click it so you can see it load. Image quality is pretty okay, and but I think the Wi-Fi is really good, so you don't really experience any waiting, even though it's in HD. Yeah, something about the speakers, they're pretty okay. It's not really nice.
He's coming, he's inside! No, we want to go to Freedom Town! You saved my life! Yeah, no worries, we're going to Freedom Town. It's cool. No, you have to give him your life now. I just murdered a man outside. I only know it.
So it's pretty easy to adjust the volume. You can do it here as well.
You say I give you 1 can of spaghetti, you give me 2 bags of meat.
So as you can see now, it does lag, but I think it's probably due to my internet connection. Overall, the Wi-Fi is pretty good, as we can see here. Let me see. Down. Tap here to select. So the router is like maybe 5 meters away with a wall between it, and it's about 65 dBm. I don't know what it stands for, but in terms of browsing the internet, I accidentally pressed something, but you can see it's responding pretty well. Let's see if I can adjust no, so I can't adjust the brightness, so it might be a bit on top there's a bar, of course, where you can see how much it loaded. Everything's loading pretty fast, no troubles with that. Let's look at the CNN website. And again, well, there's a little bit of waiting time, but I think that's probably due to my own internet provider and connection. But once it is fully loaded, yeah, everything works pretty fast. Can easily zoom in, zoom out. So as we're watching this movie, I will discuss my experience thus far with this tablet. I really do like it. It's better, although a little bit more expensive than the Hero 2 in my opinion. One thing I do really like is the slimness of this whole device. It feels really sturdy, and yeah, it looks a little bit different than other tablets, although, well, it's still a bit the same. Experiences with the software and the performances are really well. I've not experienced any reboots or hiccups or anything like that. Wi-Fi wise, it is really well as well. Everything responds pretty quick, and although in the beginning the Wi-Fi had some issues with staying on for maybe an hour or so, then eventually it would like reconnect. But I think the new firmware options made that disappear. So yeah, I would definitely recommend this tablet. It's one of the first Rock-chip quad-core processors, and I'm actually pretty amazed by the stability of the firmware. I hadn't really guessed it would be like that. So if you've got any questions, you can ask them in the description below, and or at least in the comments below, and maybe I can update one or more videos of mine. See you.